From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't got nothing.
Check safety, check safety.
Yes, yes.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. This is Michel. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. That one good for 26 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Check 52. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Jim, Jim, Jim.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Now the former Patriot, this is Deion Lewis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Six-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Check 43. You got 3.
On 2nd down, it's Lewis. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 24.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first tee. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's just me and you. It's just you.
2nd and 9 now. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ready? 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Watch this. Ready?
They'll go with the keeper. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, this is Michelle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Michelle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Are good enough to earn him yet another first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
On the ground, Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, D. He's checking.
80 weapon.
Crash.
On 2nd down, Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Come on,
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let him know.
Now.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sonny Michel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
90 Wolf.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Get ready.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, let's get this.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Go. Right up.
They're running it. It's Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 29-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. On the screen, Bernard. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Allen off the play fake. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shoot! Pass 85! Pass 85!
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Bernard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. The Bills on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's caught by Parker. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Ground 80. Alert.
Now a give. Running right is Lewis. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. Allen now from the gun. He'll throw. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Allen. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen. And it's caught. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And again, it's Allen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
It's our field. It's our field.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready? 18 Gators.
Let's go. Got double time. Double time.
5.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Got some room at the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for our Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Second and 12 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a second and 12.
Got to do better.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Ready. The 18 Gator.
Back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took it, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. 3 down. Check, 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 check.
They run the counter. Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is Parker, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
3 down. Kill. 56. Switch gears.
Here's Bernard. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try to jet sweep with Nelson. And he's got some space here. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Patrick Chung.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch that in. Tight end right.
A draw play. Bernard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Allen to throw it. He completes it to Nelson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Blitz coming and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Double tight. Five down. Stand up in.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's
Greystone, Travis. Get it.
Again, it's Michel. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
We go. 60 yards.
do these traps. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return out shy of midfield to the 4. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. Hadison under pressure, they got him again. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Tight end to the left, tight end left. Hey, we got 3 down.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And an update now from down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Big Sears right here.
And it's Michel once again. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Set. 8, read.
49. Hey, 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 hey.
5.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Michel. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Okay, ready?
Watch 49. I got one. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey.
On second down, Michel. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Ready,
After the
ready.
pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bandit.
Snap.
They'll run with Michel. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Michel. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On first down, Michel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Double time. Alert, alert. 3 down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And here's Allen to throw on 3rd down. On the screen, Bernard. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
3 down.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. It's Parker. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
3 down, 3 down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Even. 4th down. Even. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Allen to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Bills on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey,
don't play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Come on,
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To Michelle on the screen. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Allen. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Get off the field.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Got it.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Bound to lose one.
Say go.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Let's go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Patriots send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Pats, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.